Once upon a time, there was a young man who wanted to be a girl and was called Cinderella. As a sign of respect, we will use she. Cinderella always wore the dresses of her stepsisters, so they did not like her, but what was the most annoying was a love for bodybuilding. Her habit to put thread in her shoes and on her clothes was a bit scary to her family. She was also a little crazy. Since Cinderella's stepsisters were both busy with their own jobs, her stepmother often made her vacuum the living room. However, the state of Cinderella's room was a whole other story.
Cinderella!
And since Cinderella did not like to clean her room, she often called her stepsisters to tidy it up, which would give them muscle pain given that all the things on the floor had at least a bit of lid on them.
Oh, you are so kind! And clean up that thing over there. You tyrant!
Exclaimed Drizella. Cinderella asked back in a menacing tone, a smile on her face.
What? Did you say something? Aren't my kind sisters doing this of their own accord? I'm doing this for your own good. It's good for the health to exercise. You are really so mean, always trying to blame me from something. Sniff, I am so in love. My sisters are so mean, they hate me for no reason. Really, who could be as sad as I am? My mean sisters are always mocking me, tormenting me, and using me as their servants. I'm so sweet, kind, and good-tempered. Who wouldn't like me? Everybody loves me except for my cruel sisters.
As Cinderella began to talk aloud, Anastasia covered Drizella's mouth and shook her head. Drizella shut up and continued to clean up in silence, of course, while swearing in her head. So I just remembered I had something to do. Her stepmother, seeing the scene, turned back and tried to make herself invisible. After all, she was too old to leave these things. It will break her back. She was also a bit scared of her stepson, her stepdaughter. When Cinderella was around 17 years old, the CEO of a big company gave a ball and invited all the ladies of the country. He was searching for someone who would be willing to marry his son.
Oh my dear sisters, please let me dress you for this occasion. I have the perfect dresses.
As Cinderella presented them some dresses which were surely made of lead, and were original as theirs but modified by Cinderella, they hurriedly refused and planned to not even set foot in that ball, which they would have done if their mother did not force them to go. At their refusal, Cinderella put on her usual sweet smile and said,
You're refusing my kind offer. Her? You dare to refuse it?
The stepsisters were scared and had to endure the heavy dresses. At least they negotiated to be able to wear normal shoes. Their mother looked at them with pity while raising her presents. She didn't want the same fate to happen to her. Cinderella, where did you put my ball dress? Yelled the stepmother, fuming in rage. Cinderella showed her the cute dress, which was modified to be far heavier than usual.
Don't be mad, kind mother, for I made it far better than before. It's for a good cause. Don't I need a beautiful dress to show everyone tonight? Don't worry, since I know that you worry about me, I will be the prettiest.
Cinderella sighed.
And I will finally be able to wear my beautiful shoes entirely made of lead. At least I was able to finish them before the ball.
As she was overjoyed thinking of her first ball that night, her stepmother was horrified. She had never thought that her stepdaughter would want to go there. The stepsisters reacted, for the sake of their family's reputation, or at least for the people who would go there, they had to stop her.
No, Cinderella, you can't go there. Don't you always despise balls? No, you can't. You didn't vacuum the living room today. See, it's not clean.
Cinderella was fired up.
Nothing can stop me from achieving my goal. If I have to clean up the living room, then I will do it. Look, I will do it so fast that it will be done in no time.
Drizella stepped back. Today, her sister seemed scarier than usual. Meanwhile, Anastasia kept silent. She knew that arguing with Cinderella was useless. When it was time to get into the car, they tried to stop her again. No, you can't come with us. See, there is only enough space for 3 people, full with the driver, and all this lead is too heavy. If you came, the car would break. However, Cinderella was not discouraged. She exclaimed,
Then I will go on foot. Anyway, I did not do my daily jog this morning. There are 50 kilometers.
Anastasia covered her face. The stepmother, worse rather he dashed, knew that Cinderella could really do that and used her last resort. Fine, you can come, but before coming, you have to put on makeup so that you become unrecognizable, and you must turn sweet on the way. What's more, at the ball, you must act as if you don't know us and you have to go back before midnight. Cinderella nodded and tried.
Then can I come into the car?
No.
Fine.
She went back into the house, put on makeup and began her 50 kilometers jog. As she arrived, her stepmother and stepsisters instantly recognized her and hid. Her proud and provoking way of walking, her disgusting, fake, sweet and innocent face, as well as her old-fashioned dress with handmade flower-shaped patterns with frieze made of it, her fake boobs, which made the three ashamed to even be associated with her, and figure oddly feminine for a boy. There was no way to end her. Her stepmother thought that if the CEO's son chose Cinderella, then their company would be ruined. But he couldn't have such bad taste, right? Cinderella proudly entered and was approached by the CEO's son. It was love at first sight. The CEO looked at his stupid son, who obviously fell in love with such a ridiculous person, and held his forehead. He reasoned himself. At least his son found a partner. Cinderella looked at the CEO's son's big muscles and admired his body. Moved, she fell in love with him too. Seeing the two dancing, the stepmother thought that at least they could get rid of Cinderella. As they went through the garden, Cinderella then began to tell her life to the CEO's son.
Dear, my family really makes me suffer so much. They always made me clean the house. They didn't want to give me a dress for the ball, and they made me help them get dressed for tonight. They didn't even want me to come here. Poor me, I had to walk here all alone, by foot. I wouldn't even have these shoes without my fairy grandmother.
The CEO's son nodded at each thing she said, and once she ended, he exclaimed,
"What horrible people! Let's cut their heads off!"
Cinderella nodded eagerly.
Yes!
No, son, you won't murder anyone. At that moment, Cinderella saw that it was nearly midnight and had to leave her Prince Charming.
I am so sorry. I had to return before midnight and I am already running late.
The CEO's son, who was reputed for his strong speed, ran after her to make her stay a bit longer. However, Cinderella was even faster and reached a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. That was how hurried she was. While running, she also lost one of her shoes. As he looked at her leaving back, one of the bodyguards picked it up and gave it to him. However, he had great trouble lifting such a heavy shoe. Was it made of lead or something? The CEO's son took the shoe and didn't notice the weight because of his enormous strength.
"Ah, Cinderella, will I ever be able to see you again?"
The bodyguard looked at his master and remarked, I think we just need to make every lady in the country try it, and the one who is able to walk normally while wearing it should be your beloved. So they did just that. The seer's son went to every house until he arrived at Cinderella's. He made her try the shoe, and only her was able to walk with such a heavy shoe. Happy to be reunited, they got married while their families were overjoyed to get rid of them.
I have to tell you something. I am a boy.
The seer's son answered.
I am straight.
So they divorced and Cinderella had the stepsisters happily ever after.
And
it is said that, unable to bear the pressure, Drizella later entered her villain night.
Cinderella, my foot! I am finally going to take revenge after all these years!
My sisters are all crazy. Life is not worth it. The stepmother, who was watching her daughter's mental breakdowns from the side, had a date with the CEO. However, they decided not to take their relationship further due to their respective insane children and never met each other again. Predictable.